Tonight's topic is how to get started right with Teamzy to become a Power Hour boss. And I'm going to take you guys through the paces of setting it up and how to really work through the workflows to have an incredibly efficient Power Hour. See, Teamzy is based on helping you get all of your relationship building activity, all of your daily method of operation done in less than 1 hour. So you can build an authentic business and still enjoy your life. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to take you through the whole process. And then at the end, we'll do a question and answer. So if you have questions that come up during the presentation, or maybe you've already got questions, you can start loading them in the Q&A at the buttons right there on my screen. It's probably in a similar spot for you. Start putting your questions there and I will answer all of them at the end. Sound good? All right, let's do this. So let's see, we want to start right here with just a couple slides here. Get started right with Teamzy, become a Power Hour boss. It's one of our hashtags. Feel free to take that hashtag and live it, become it. After tonight, you're going to feel empowered to be a Power Hour boss. So just a little bit of my backstory. I realize most of you haven't met me before. My background's not actually in network marketing or direct sales. I'm a newbie to this, just 5 years. My background is in business coaching. I've been a professional business coach and consultant 19 years, helping people build their business, how to create systems to build authentic relationships so people can have a real business based on really serving people. I fell into network marketing by accident about 5 years ago. I was just looking for a little extra stream of income on the side. Probably some of you guys can relate to that. I was feeling stuck in my life. My coaching and consulting career was awesome. I was highly respected. I made beyond 6 figures. You know, my problem was that I just felt stuck. I honestly, I was never around my family. I never really saw them. I was always working. I feel like I only saw my kids in their pajamas. You know, when I left for work, they were in their pajamas. When I came home, they were in their pajamas. I really wanted a life that was more flexible, that gave me a little bit more time to be with my family, enjoy the people I wanted to be around while they were still here in my life. I also was stuck financially because even though I was making good income, we were kind of, we live in San Diego, California, and it's expensive here. And I just I couldn't see how I could ever make more money, especially since I was already working, felt like 24 hours a day. And so this network marketing opportunity came along and I took a look at it because, like I said, I was looking for something. And I thought, this could really work. This could be an amazing way for me to do just what I wanted to do, have more flexibility in my day, never have to miss any of my kids' events, right? Get to spend more time with my family and my wife, but also to create some more financial freedom for us. And as I started taking a look at it, I felt like, I could really do this. The problem was when? Oh my gosh, who has time to do this? Do you guys struggle with that? How many of you wonder, when am I going to get this done? And I started looking at this going, I just don't have time to build this business. And so my sponsor in the business kept pressing me, how much time a day will you devote to the business, Eric? And I said, well, the most I could do is maybe an hour a day. So first thing I started thinking was, wow, if I'm going to devote an hour a day to this business, how can I find some tools? I need to find some tools that will help me leverage my time because I only have an hour a day and I can't mess around. I've got to be efficient during that time. So I started going around looking. I figured there's got to be software or things like that could help me. And so here's my family here, a great shot of them. You know what's so cool? I do get to live with them and be with them every single day now, which is amazing. I can actually hear my kids running around outside this room as we're talking. But I started looking for a system that would allow me to do everything that I knew I needed to get done in just an hour a day. Okay. And these were the things that I knew were essential. I needed a way to stay in touch with all of my contacts, to actually stay in touch with them, because I know the secret of this business is real relationships. And the only way to have a relationship is to be in regular contact with somebody. Okay. I also wanted to know when to contact people and when not to contact people. In other words, I don't want to be a pest. I just want to stay in touch. Does that make sense? And so I was hoping for a system that would take the thinking and planning out of my day and just let me get focused on doing what I need to do. Also, I wanted to know, what do I say to people? How do I connect with people in an authentic way, quickly and efficiently, without spending my whole day staring at my screen, stuck in analysis paralysis, trying to think up the perfect message, right? How many of you guys can relate to that? So I wanted something that would really help me with that. And I needed a system that would allow me to follow up seamlessly without anyone falling through the cracks. That's the biggest problem in our business, is so many people we let fall through the cracks. And so I was looking for these things. Also, there was one more thing. It needed to actually be easy to use, because I am really not good at complicated technology. I think technology should make our lives easier. And if it's complicated, that's not going to help, right? So You guys know where this is going. Nothing like this existed. It just wasn't there. So that's why we built Teamzy. I found a team, people smarter than me, and we built Teamzy. Okay. And so that's kind of how it came to be. And Teamzy's now been out. People have been using it for 4 years, which is amazing to me. I can't even believe it. And in that time, more than 100,000 network marketers have used Teamzy, which the number alone humbles me and amazes me, because honestly, guys, I mean, I was designing this in the shed in my backyard, right? And we launched it with a $100 Facebook ad, but people love it and they've shared it, which is probably why you're here tonight watching me talk about it. Somebody shared it with you and said, you need to check this out. Also, to give you an idea of results, our active users in Teamzy, they're averaging 21 customers and 9 recruits over 90 days. Okay, 21 new customers and 9 recruits over 90 days. And you'll always see me give a 90-day result, because anything in this business takes about 90 days to build. Make sense? Okay, that's not bad though. I'll take it. Oh, action steps. That's not till the very end of our presentation. Hold on a second here. Okay. So let's take a look at Teamzy. Let's take a quick look at Teamzy. Hold on a second. Let me just log this in. I forgot that I was going to show you the setup, so let me just log this in really quick. All right, here we go. All right, so let's share this. Here we go, boom. All right, so first off, I want you guys to know this about Teamzy. We give you a free trial for 30 days. Okay, so if you're curious and you're here and you haven't started using it yet, your first step is to go get a free trial of Teamzy. It's completely free. We don't ask for your credit card number, nothing weird like that. Honestly, we just want you to really give it a try, because we know if you use it, you'll love it. Does this make sense? Also, the reason why we give you a 30-day trial and not like a 7-day trial is because I know that if you work a whole month in Teamzy, you're going to make sales, which pays for the subscription ongoing. Does this make sense? So I want you to know that if you have somebody brand new, maybe that's you, who doesn't have a dime to their name, they can come in a month and create momentum in this business using Teamzy. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the logins. As soon as you log into your free trial, it brings you into the setup wizard. This is designed to help set Teamzy up easily. Okay, remember, if I can use this, you can use this. So there's a little video here for me. We'll skip that. The first thing we want to do in our setup wizard is set an income goal. You can see right here, mine's set at 150,000. What is your income goal? You can slide this little slider, make it high or make it low. Okay. So mine was 150 because that was my income when I started my business. I wanted to replace my salaried income with my business. So you can see when I set my goal to 150,000, what Teamzy does is it tells me what I need to be doing daily to hit that goal. So it actually takes the guesswork out. It says, look, I need to connect with 9 prospects, 6 current customers or past. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. And 4 of my distributors. So I need to connect with those every day, just to connect. Now, when I say connect, I don't mean I'm going to send them some cheesy sales script. I'm not going to send them a video and ask them their opinion on it. Gag me with a spoon. I grew up in the 80s, so I can say that, right? No, I'm just going to connect to make their day. My goal is to make their day, just to get them to smile a little bit. Okay, that's my first goal. And we start with that simple goal of, can I make people's day? And that opens opportunities for us to talk to people. Does this make sense? So you get to stay in the make someone's day mindset. All right, so my goal is 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 distributors each day. Let's click continue. Next step is getting all your contacts into Teamzy. All your contacts into Teamzy in one place so you can be super mega organized. No more chasing down sticky notes. Oh my gosh, spreadsheets, pads of paper where you write down stuff, digging through your phone, trying to remember where you save someone's contact information. We're going to get it all into Teamzy. And there's some instructions here on how to do it. You can get your back office in. You want to get your team in first, then all your customers into Teamzy. You can upload all your Facebook friends into Teamzy, right? You can get your Instagram followers into Teamzy. Wherever you have contacts, get them all into Teamzy so that you can be organized, right? And I'm going to show you kind of what the magical thing that Teamzy does with your contacts so that you always know who to connect with today and nobody falls through the cracks. I'll show you that in a second. But the first step is getting all of them in so Teamzy can do that magic with your list. All right, so now we're ready to launch Teamzy. Let's go do it. Now you're looking at my Teamzy dashboard. Okay, this is on my computer. Obviously, if I showed it to you on my mobile phone, it would look a little bit different, but you can get there on mobile as well. Okay, so here's the quick dashboard. I'll give you a quick tour of this dashboard. and then one more step for setup, and then we'll do a power hour. So just taking a look at it really quick, at the very top, there's a little lookup bar that allows me to look up any contact information I want on any person, right? I can just look them up and get their full record. If I want to add somebody new to Teamzy, I click this add contact button. I can add them in. Or if I want to do a bulk list, like my Facebook friends list, then you click on that bulk import contacts right there, and it takes you to that page we were just on. Now, see where it says today's activities right here? These are the goals that we set just now in setup based on the income goal. So these are my goals for today. Connect with 9 prospects, 6 customers, 4 distributors. Notice they're all zeros because I haven't done anything yet, right? I've also got a goal to share 3 times. And when I say share, it's really simple. It means I shared my products or I shared my business opportunity with somebody, right? My goal is to do that 3 times a day, even though I'm going to try to start 19 conversations because I don't share when people aren't interested yet. Make sense? And I've also got a goal to add new people to Teamzy. So those are my daily goals. Now, look, this is really important that you guys get this. My big goal is to make $150,000 a year. Teamzy is just telling me, Eric, today, this is what you need to do. Focus on prospecting 9 times, customers, distributors, sharing, and adding people to your list. That's it. Why is this? Because I want you guys to understand this principle. If you want to build a business that's big, you need a focus that is small. Okay? And all you have to do is do today's work, because you only have one day. You only have one day, and that's today. You do today's work, and you're done. Okay? So isn't that cool? So now you know exactly what to do. And I'm going to show you in a second how to do it. Now, let me just show you this Power Hour module real quick right here. This is designed to help you get this Power Hour concept done so quickly and efficiently. Now, remember, I told you everyone's contact information is in Teamzy. You can look them up on that lookup bar. The Power Hour module takes that list and prioritizes it and says, here's who's up next. Go connect with these people. Okay? So that I can hit these goals up here. Now look at this, look at how this works. The left side are the lists, prospects, customers, distributors, and my follow-ups, okay? On the right side is where I actually log those messages as I go so that it's tracked, okay? And as soon as I track that message, Teamzy now schedules the next time they're gonna be up next so that they don't ever fall through the cracks. Pretty cool. All right, so before I jump in here and show you guys how to actually do the Power Hour, I want to just highlight one more thing. You notice right here that there's little numbers next to each person's name. Okay? This is their star rank. Now, I'm just going to toggle over to the team page real quick to give you kind of a view of this. The team page is where all your contacts live, right? And each person has a star rank, 5-star scale. Like we use this in everything in our life, right? The stars rate the quality of your relationship, right? The stars also control how often you connect with somebody, okay? So if I give somebody a 5-star, that means that they're my closest friends, my closest family, my hottest leads. Those people I'm gonna connect with every 30 days. I don't have to think about it. Teamzy brings them back on my list every 30 days. If I give somebody 4 stars, they come back every 60 days. Okay, so 4 stars are gonna be friends and family, maybe not my closest ones. My warm leads, my solid performers on my team. 4-star people come back every 60 days, okay? 3-star people could go either way. Most of your list will be 3 stars. Just want you guys to know 90% of your list will probably be 3 stars when you start. And when you put people in Teamzy, they automatically come in as 3 stars. So you only really need to rank maybe 10% of your list. 3-star people, you don't really know which way they're gonna go. They show up every 90 days on your list. 4 times a year, you'll be in touch with them, right? So you may be moving some of these people up and down. 2 stars are getting a bit colder. 2-star people show up every 120 days. Does this make sense? So the more stars you give somebody, they show up first and they show up more often. This allows Teamzy to intelligently create your daily list for you because you need to be in touch with the people that trust you the most more often because you can be, right? If I barely know you and you start messaging me every month, that's going to feel weird, isn't it? But if you connect with me every 3 months, that's going to be a natural warm up to our relationship. And so what this does, guys, I'm going to toggle back to my dashboard. Once you've ranked your list, Teamzy now every day says, okay, well, here are the people we want you to connect with. And if you come in here and work 5-6 days a week in Teamzy for 30, 40 minutes, you'll be on top of your whole list. Nobody will ever fall through the cracks. You'll be in touch with everybody. Does this make sense? It's kind of cool. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Let's actually do the Power Hour together. Here we go. So I come in here, I just log in, and I'm going to start my Power Hour. Let me get this up more in the center for you. First person on my list is Jay. It says, reach out and connect with Jay. Okay, no problem. I'm going to connect with Jay. What do I say? How many of you get stuck on this part? What do you say? Right? So I used to get stuck on this too, and I've tried everything, man. I have tried everything. And what I found was that I was generally working too hard. I was spending too much time preparing what to say. What I found was that simple icebreakers work the best. And so I kind of refined these down, and you'll find these in your scripts library in Teamzy, because after we had been working with our Teamzy family for a couple of years, they said, Eric, we need scripts. So I put all of my scripts in Teamzy for you. They're there. Even on a free trial, you have full access to the scripts library. Okay. So let's just go to right here where it says scripts. See that right there? I'm going to click that just to get an idea of how to start this conversation. I'm going to message Jay on Facebook. So I'll click on that to get those scripts. And I'm just going to take the first one off the list, connect number one. Here's how it reads. It says, hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome. Super easy. Okay, so I'm going to copy that script. And then what I'll do is I'll just paste it in Teamzy so I can do some editing. Okay. Hi, Jay, that get the name right. By the way, always use their first name in the message. Otherwise it seems generic and like you're just trying to sell them something. So always use their first name in the message. Okay. Hi, Jay, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day is awesome. If you're, I've got a lot of folks in the UK and they say, we don't say awesome like you Americans do. Great. Change it a little bit. Hope you're having a great day. Simple. Don't overthink it though. Okay, so look, I'm going to put some emoticons in here because I like that. I got it. Emojis, emoticons, whatever you call them. My kids tell me it's emojis, and then I'm too old when I say it. I sound old when I say emoticons. Okay, so now I've got this just the way I want it. I've got the right name. I've got a couple of emojis. So I'm going to copy this and go send it to her on Facebook, which I have open right here in a separate tab. Okay, so we'll just look her up. There she is. And we'll just send her this message real quick. Super easy, you guys. There it is. Send. Okay, message sent. Now toggle back to Teamzy and we'll log this message. That was a Facebook message. So you choose what kind of message it was, right? So you can log it. And then you click the blue button that says log connect. Make sense? And then I'll go to the next person who's up, who's Melissa. I'll probably just use that same script. Okay. Now, if you're worried that you sent the script before, you can just go to activity and you can see the last message you sent. Okay. And then you can decide whether you're going to send that one or not. You can send a different one. No big deal. Okay, let's see here. Melissa, did I spell it right? Great. You get the idea. So now I've already got my emojis ready to go. I'll copy this. I'll go send her the message and I'll log it in Teamzy. And I'm just going to work my way down the list on my power hour. Now, my power hour goal is just getting my outgoing messages sent. Okay, so that's your goal. We're just going to send outgoing messages right now. So I'm going to work my way down this list. Notice that right now I've got 2 done and this little circle is filling in. So when I get, each time I connect with one, it's going to fill in a bit more. This is my visual cue that I'm completing my tasks. When it's completely blue, I'm done with prospects for the day. Okay. So when I've done my 9, in my case 9, sent 9 messages, it'll be blue and I'll go to the next list, which is customers, and I'll start now connecting with customers. Now I mentioned this briefly in kind of the intro. I want you guys to understand something. Okay, just listen up really quick, put down the sandwich for a second. Make sure you get this. Your customers are your customers for life. So I don't care if they are a canceled customer or they are a, whatever you guys call them, expired customers, whatever. If they're not currently ordering, it doesn't matter. Keep them on this customer list and stay in touch with them. Okay. The nature of our business is that people have recurring orders that they cancel and they re-engage, and they cancel and they re-engage. Is this true? Those of you who've been in the business a long time, you have customers who have canceled 5 times and started their subscription 6 times. Just always stay in touch with all your customers, okay? Okay, so customers, now we're gonna connect with our customers. So the first one that's up is Cosmo. I'm gonna send Cosmo a message. Now, again, when you're connecting with customers, it does not have to be salesy all the time, okay? Just have a relationship, just connect with them, just be present with them. I'll just give you an example. We'll go to scripts and get a customer script, okay? Here's a great script. Congratulations on results. Maybe you have a results-oriented product. Great results, okay? Congratulations on the financial decisions you've made. I don't know, whatever your business is. Do me a favor, guys, throw up in the chat what company you're with. Throw up on the chat what company you're with, and we'll customize this a little bit. Maybe This is a great one. Hi, John. How are you enjoying the products? What are the products? Throw your company up in the chat and tell me what your main product is. How are you enjoying the product? Send me an update. Let me know I can be of help. Let's copy that one. I'll show you how easy this is to do. So you get the right name, Cosimo. Okay, let me open the chat here and see what you guys are saying to me. Okay, great. So we've got, let's see who's the winner today. Isogenics, Zingular, Isogenics, Melaleuca, Juice Plus, Pampered Chef, Isogenics, Zingular, Zingular, Melaleuca. Hey, we got a couple of group. Pure Haven, there you go. That's kind of cool too. Okay, great. I think Zingular is winning right now, so let's do that. Okay, so Zingular, and you guys do, what's the number one top Zingular product? Throw that up there, Zingular people, so I can customize this for you. Ultimate, trim sticks. Okay, Zing. Is Zing your product? Zing? Fat burner. Oh, I like fat burner. How are you enjoying your fat burner? Send me an update. Let me know I can be of help. Do you guys see how easy this is? I just wanted you guys to know, like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to connect on this, but this is a great way to connect about a product with somebody. How are you enjoying it? Send me an update. Okay. This is where they might tell you, I haven't used it. It's sitting in my cabinet. Now, is that a good thing to know? Absolutely. Or they may tell you, I'm getting great results. Great. Now you've got a great story to tell them. Okay. So look, you're going to log this, you send them the message, and you're going to log it. Okay. Here's another great one. We'll grab for heart. I love this one for your customers. Just, hi, Jane, just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. Okay. So just staying in touch with your customers, you guys, this is so key. And when I talk to leaders in this business, their number one thing is they wish they were in better contact with customers. I want you guys to know, you've got a little button there. You can raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've been in the business 2 or more years. Click that little raise hand button. Let me see how many people have been in the business 2 or more years. It looks like about half of the group. Good. So look, here's the thing, guys. That customer list is solid gold. It's solid gold. All the prospecting we have to do to find customers, you've already got a group of people who trust you and who have bought your products. I just want you guys to understand something. When you're in regular contact with your customers, which is what I'm showing you how to do now, how easy it is with Teamzy, something magical happens. When you're in regular contact with customers, they buy more product and they retain longer. Okay, they buy more product and they retain longer. And the little side benefit is your canceled people come back often. Okay, your canceled people come back often. But something else magical happens too, which is the prospecting in this business gets much easier over time because your customers start introducing you to friends and family. This is the key to building this business so you don't get burnt out. So you in the beginning, you have to just do a lot of prospecting. We understand that. But as you build your customer base, you've created a community of people who want to introduce you to people. And so when you're in regular contact with your customers, you have an opportunity to say things like, Hart, you've been getting great results. I'm so proud of you. The fat burner's been working awesome, right? I'm sure that you've told people, your friends or family, about what you're taking and how it's helping you. So before I get too busy this month, Hart, I just wanted to check in with you and see if there's anybody you care about who I need to get more information on this to. Right? Because here's what happens. Your customers are talking about your products to their friends and family. That's the way human beings are designed. If you have a customer who's loving the products and getting results, they are talking to friends and family about them already. The question is, are you getting introduced to those people? To get introduced to those people, you need to be in contact with customers and you need to ask that question. Hey, you're getting great results. Who do you know that you've already talked to that needs more information on this? This is how your prospecting gets so easy, guys. Use Teamzy over time. You're going to see this happen. They will introduce you to people. When Hart introduces me to 3 friends, guess what? Not only did I get 3 people who already trust me because their friend Hart told them about me, but now I have a new prospective team member because I'm going to tell Hart, all 3 of your friends are interested, man. Have you thought about doing this yourself? We can put them under you. We can get you. This could be the beginning of your business. Does this make sense? Connecting with customers, guys, is as important as prospecting. Just write that down. Connecting with customers is as important as prospecting. Okay, the next list is our team. right? Now I'm using the generic version of Teamzy. It's called Teamzy Standard. So we call them distributors. And I know some of you guys call your people distributors too. That's kind of the standard term, but maybe you call them, something else. Maybe you call them advocates or uh, I don't know, coaches or whatever you call them. This is your team members, okay? And so Teamzy is called Teamzy because building the team is how we actually create the life that we want. So we want to keep a focus on our team members and stay connected with them too and invest in those relationships too. As your team members come up, you just send them a quick message. Let them know you're here for them. Let them know you're proud of them for ranking up. Congratulations on getting your first customer. I'm so proud of you. How are you doing? Can I do anything to support you? I haven't seen you on team calls lately. Are you okay? Right? Just staying in touch with your customers. I want you guys to think about this for a quick second before I move on to the follow-up list. So your power hour, you're going to connect with your prospects, your customers, and the members of your team. That's what you do. You send out those outgoing messages. That's the first half of your power hour. Okay. And that should take you, my goal is 19. I should be able to get that done in 30 minutes, no problem. Okay. I could probably do it in 15, honestly. But talking about connecting with the team, I just want you to think about this. Think about the person upline from you, maybe way upline from you that you look up to. They're like rock stars, right? Like if you saw them, you would want a selfie with them. Think about those people right now and think about, maybe you are that person. Maybe I need to talk to you about how your team's thinking about you. But picture that person and imagine just your phone buzzing and there's a text message from that person that says, hey, I saw you did XYZ and I just want to let you know I'm really proud of you. Congratulations. How much would that mean to you? So here's the thing, guys. This business is based on relationships, right? Not just so you can leverage a relationship and get a sale from them. No, it's based on connection, community, belonging. How many of you are more excited about your business because of the team you're on, because of the community that the company represents, than you are about the friggin' business? Am I right? So as you're building your team, you need to understand the relationships you build is what glues people to the team. You want to slow the attrition of people quitting the business, build better relationships. They'll stay for that. That's why we built Teamzy, okay? So you can build the team you want, to have the business you want, to have the life you've always dreamed of. So sending outgoing messages, boom, to your prospects, boom, to your customers, boom, to your team. First half of your power hour. A little pro tip, don't respond to people as they're coming back to you yet. Get the power hour done, then you can go have those conversations, okay? The second half of our power hour is the fourth list, which is our follow-ups list. So let me show you this really quick. Then we're going to take some questions. So the next one is my follow-ups list. Now, when I get to my follow-ups list, I don't have any follow-ups scheduled here because they're not automatic in Teamzy. You have to put people on the follow-ups list. Okay, you have to put people on the follow-ups list. So let me just give you an example. Excuse me. I'm reaching out to people and just by focusing on making people's day, I'm starting conversations. Right? I'm not chasing them away. They're like, oh, great to hear from you, Eric. And so now I have a chance to have a conversation. Tell me about what's going on in your life. How are your kids? What are you doing? How's work? It's been forever. Send me an update. Catch me up on what's going on with you. And as I'm having a conversation with somebody, they're sharing with me what's going on in their life, right? Now, I want you guys just to picture that you're running into somebody at the grocery store or something and having this conversation face to face, right? People get all caught up. Oh, it's social media. Oh, it's text. Just pretend you're talking to somebody face to face and catch up with them, okay? So I'm gonna use my friend Jay as an example. I messaged her, she responds. Now we're having a conversation. She's telling me about her life. She's catching me up on what she's been doing. And now what would be the totally natural thing for me to do is to catch her up on what I'm doing, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, here's what I've been up to. Here's what my kids are doing. Oh my gosh, right? So I'm talking to Jay. I'm gonna look her up so that we can have her record open while we're doing this. I'm talking to Jay now about what's going on in my life. Here's what my family's up to. Here's what we're doing. And I will work my business into this conversation, guys, as a normal update. I don't know if you know this, but I left my job 5 years ago and I started my own business. And it's been the best thing I ever did. I actually help people do this. What is it that you help people do? I help people lose weight. I help people build financial freedom for their family. It's been incredibly rewarding. Wow, that's great. So when you tell people about your business in this way, what you do and why you're passionate about, they'll always be excited about it for you. Okay. And everyone's always like, oh my gosh, I don't want to tell them. look, just tell them if you were I always use this example. Let's say I went to veterinarian school since I last saw her and now I'm a vet. Would I not tell her? Would I be afraid to tell her that I'm a veterinarian and that I help animals? No way. So why would I not want to tell her about the business that's creating freedom for my life? Just tell them, this is what I do. Okay. I used to help people lose weight and get healthy. So I would tell them, I don't know if you know, but I lost 60 pounds myself. It was life-changing. And I found a real passion for helping other people regain their health. Since I've been doing this business, I've helped people lose more than 3,000 pounds total. Isn't that cool? I used to have numbers like that. Throw it out. Be like, wow, that's cool, Eric. So now I'm telling them about what I'm doing in a way that's non-threatening. They're excited for me. I know I'm going a little deeper in the training than how to use Teamzy. I can't help myself. The business coach comes out. Is this helpful, guys? So it's great. You're having this conversation. She's like, wow, that's really cool, Eric. If she's enthusiastic, I'll just say, let me know if you'd like to learn more about it. I'd be happy to give you more info. You just got to ask like that. Would you like to learn more about this? That's it. Let me know if you'd like more info on it. I'd be happy to share some with you. She's like, actually, I am kind of interested. Is it really working for you? Great. So now we're having a conversation specifically about how what I'm doing can help her. That's what I was hoping for, right? But I'm not going to push it because I'm just trying to build this relationship and this rapport and this trust with Jay over time. The conversation may not happen on this conversation about her getting more info might not happen the first time we talk, might happen the third time we talk, 6 months from now. But if I'm talking to enough people, I will find people who are interested right now in learning more. Make sense? So she says, yeah, I'd like to learn some more. I said, great. Let's schedule a time where we can just really focus in and talk about this business. She says, great. So let's say hypothetically, you guys, just as an example, so I can show you how to do this in Teamzy. Let's say she agrees to get on a 3-way call with my upline and me, and we're going to talk about the business opportunity. So now we're having this great 3-way call. I'm going to log it in Teamzy. Let me show you how to do it. So I've looked her up so I can go to her record because she's not on my dashboard anymore, right? She's already cycled through. I'm going to click on connect. That opens up the box just like it is on the front dashboard page. So now we're doing a 3-way call, and I'm going to put all my notes from the call in Teamzy. Okay, you guys with me? Put my notes in here so that they're here. And then I'm going to click on this share button. See the share button on the left? When I click on this, I can log this as a shared. Not only was it a 3-way call, but we actually shared the business opportunity or products, right? So I'm going to click on business opportunity. So now it's logging it as a shared business opportunity. And you see what just happened? It just activated the follow-up. It just activated the follow-up. And now she's going to be on my follow-ups list. So you can set a follow-up. It defaults to 2 days, but let's say you set it for any point in the future you want. I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay. So now when I log this call, it's going to log as a share and it's going to move her over to my follow-ups list. So let me just show you how that worked on the dashboard. See, I've got a share logged, and on my follow-ups list, there she is. She's due. I don't know if you can see that. It's in yellow. It says tomorrow, due tomorrow. Okay. So as I'm connecting with people and I share, when I actually share with people, those are the people I want to put on my follow-ups list. Everybody else is just going to cycle back through Teamzy. I'm going to stay in touch with them. The follow-ups list is where I put the people that I've shared with, that I know are hot, that are interested, and that I'm going to now follow up like a pro with. Are you guys with me? Let me show you how to do this really quick, and then we'll do Q&A. So when I get to my follow-ups list tomorrow, I see I have one due with Jay. I'm going to do the same thing I did for a regular connect. I'm going to go to scripts, but this time I'm going to pick a follow-up script. That's all. Look, follow-up number 1. Here it is. Hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Simple, right? That's like the most powerful follow-up script I ever wrote. I'm just telling you right now. It's so great. Okay, so look, I'm going to take that script, paste it in here, get the name right, add my emoji or 2. I like this little rosy cheeked emoji for this one. Oh, that one didn't work for some reason. My Mac didn't like it. All right, let's do this one. All right, so there's my follow-up script. Same thing. I'm going to copy this and go send it to her however you want to communicate. My example here is on Facebook. No, I don't want to send money. I want to send message. There we go. All right, so let's send her this follow-up message the same way. There it is. I pasted it in, send. Okay, now I've sent her my follow-up message. So when I log this in Teamzy, make sure you click on follow-up and add a new follow-up. Okay, so I want to keep her on my follow-ups list. Let's say 2 days from now. You can leave a little note. I'm just going to leave what follow-up it is. It's follow-up number 2 is the one I'm going to send next. So I log that. So now I've sent her a follow-up message and I've put her back on my follow-ups list for a couple of days into the future. Now, this is really important, you guys. First off, was that super easy? So easy. And my follow-up scripts are in Teamzy. There's 10 scripts, 10 numbered 1 through 10. Just send them in order. They're not salesy. They're really friendly. Okay. But it's so important when we follow up enough. And I just really quick on this, just for like 2 minutes, I want to talk to you about follow-up and then we'll do questions. The fortune's in the follow-up. You know this, but here's the statistic you might not know. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's not the, just to so you guys understand, like you're reaching out and connecting. Maybe I connected with Jay in Teamzy 3 or 4 times before we had a great conversation, which led to follow-up number 1. Now I'm starting from 0. Now I'm going to count 7 to 10 times before she buys 80% of the time. And I would say 99% of people in our business follow up 3 or 4 times tops, and then they drop people like a bad habit. Okay. So the first thing I want you guys to get from this, besides how easy it is to stay in touch, connect, share, and follow up in Teamzy, is that you need to keep people on that follow-ups list much longer. Okay. Now, I know that you guys that left your hand raised, take it down for a second. I'll ask you another question. How many of you are concerned, even when I'm saying to you, you need to follow up 7 to 10 times, are thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. That's going to be, people are going to be so annoyed by me if I do that. It's okay. You can be honest. Because that's the way I felt too. So here's what I want you guys to understand. First off, I'm going to teach you how to do it without being annoying. People will love you for it. They will thank you for it. Okay. They will tell their friends how amazing you are, and they will want to join your business too because of how well you followed up. I'm just telling you guys, this is the truth. But first, let me just shift your mindset. Do you believe in your product? Do you believe in your business opportunity? Do you believe that you are going to really help people through those 2 things? I hope so. If you don't believe that, you're talking to the wrong person, okay? Because your heart needs to be in the right place to work this business. If you believe those things, here's what I want you to understand. Your product, your business opportunity is not going to help them if they never buy into it. Is that true? The only way you can help them is by following up enough so they get the help they need. And so I want you guys to understand this concept. Don't stop thinking of following up as something that pesters people. Following up is an act of love. Following up is an act of love. This is how you love people through the process. You stay with them. You don't give up on them. And when you quit following up after 4 follow-ups because you got no response, nothing but crickets, which by the way, is typical that you're going to get no response from most people, even the ones who are interested. I'll explain that in a second. You gave up on them and you communicated to them, I don't care about you. Now, some of you are going to go, that's unfair, Eric, but this is the truth, you guys. And that's not the message you want to send, is it? So here's how to follow up without being annoying. You've got the system in front of you. It's Teamzy. Most of you are using it for free. Great. Get in there and use it for free. Get the most out of it. Okay? But here's how you do it philosophically without annoying people. The first thing is when you're following up on somebody who's expressed interest, by the way, you never ask them to do anything. Don't ask anything of them. Okay? Don't ask them. They don't need to call you. They don't need to respond to you. They don't need to make their order. They don't need to do anything. Don't ask anything of them. Okay? That's the first rule for not being annoying. You notice my follow-up was, hey, I'm here to answer any questions that may have come up. Okay? I'm not asking her to do anything. I'm just telling her I'm present for her. The second thing is when you're following up on interest, most people are busy. And so they're just going to glance at their phone and just kind of get the message. So your messages need to be able to, they must be able to read them, and they must be able to read the whole message without opening it. Okay. So it needs to be short, 1 or 2 sentences max, short sentences, and it has to be able to be read. No voice messages, no video messages. Okay. Yeah, you can send them a video singing happy birthday on their birthday. But when you're following up on a share, it needs to be written out, because here's what happens. Your message comes through and they're like in the midst of their life. They've got a kid screaming here, dogs doing something they're not supposed to do over there. They're in the middle of doing something to get your message. They're going to look at their phone for a second and they want to be able to see the whole message. If they can't read the whole message, I'm instantly irritated because I don't want to open it right now because I can't respond to it. I can't listen to it or watch a video right now because I'm in the middle of stuff. So make it easy on them. All you want is for them to see your message, and that keeps you top of mind. It lets them know about your caring heart. It reminds them that you have not given up on them. Okay? And over time, people will respond. Typically, it's around like the 7th message you get the first response. So if you've had people interested and they haven't responded, and you think something's wrong with you or with them, it's not. This is normal. Okay? So when you get somebody interested, you put them on that follow-ups list, you follow up, you set another follow-up. You follow up, you set another follow-up. I don't care if they're on your follow-ups list for 2 years. You just continue staying in touch with them. Now, you don't follow up every day for 2 years, right? But you stay in touch with them, checking in, following up. 20% of people will close in the first week, and the rest of the people will take longer, 2, 3, 4 months. Some of those people will be your best builders, though, you guys. This is the system. You come in every day, 5 days a week, let's say, go into Teamzy, log in, whoever's up next, you message them. Make their day. That's going to generate a bunch of conversations. Those conversations are going every day. You're having conversations. It gives you an opportunity to share. Those shares go on the follow-up list. You continue following up. So you connect with people, you do your follow-ups. That's your power hour. You do it 5 days a week. Every single month, you'll have conversions. People will purchase. People will join the team. Consistent, steady growth. Does this make sense? Okay. Now, I know I've been talking a long time. I'm going to jump into the Q&A. I see there's already 5 in there. If you've got questions, pop them in the Q&A. I don't usually read the chat until we're done. So if you put them in the chat, make sure you put them in the Q&A. All right, here we go. Rocio says, what if you don't have distributors? Great. So you're going to put all your energy on prospects right now, Rocio. Okay? You're going to take the number, whatever it is. In my case, it was 4 distributors today. Add it to prospects and just prospect those people. Okay? You can set your distributor goal to 0 temporarily. And the way you do that is you just click on Edit Daily Goals on the dashboard, and you can change those. Pat says, when I add a new contact, how do I indicate it came from Facebook, LinkedIn, etc.? Okay, you just add a tag, Pat. We have a really simple tagging system. Let me show you real quick, Pat. So if I'm adding a contact, well, I got the Q&A in the way. Look, if I'm talking to Jay, I can go to details and I can add a tag. You can see I've added all these tags. So I can add a tag, Facebook friend. I've already got one in there. Let me just spell it right. Right? If I'm adding a contact, you can do it. You just do it right after you add them. So let's say I was adding Pat. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name because I'm not good with French names. There we go. But I'm going to add Pat. Great. I've added Pat to my thing, and then I can add the tag right here. Okay. Done. All right, great. Pat says, do you offer affiliate links? I love the system so much. I'm sharing it left and center. I love it. Thank you so much. We appreciate you doing that. We don't have an affiliate link. We do have an opportunity, though, for you to share it with your entire team. You click on right here where it says send free trials, and you can actually click that, and it will send a free trial invitation to every single distributor that you have uploaded into Teamzy. That is pretty cool. We don't do affiliate links because we want people to share Teamzy because they love it, just like you're saying you do, Pat, and not because they're getting paid for it. Does that make sense? We've tried it and it didn't really work for us. So, all right. Rocio says, what if you send messages to more of your suggested connects during the power hour? Great. You can just, you get an extra high five. It's good. But here's what I will recommend, Rocio, is that it's better to be consistent daily than to do it all like 1 day a week. Does that make sense? It's like working out. It's better to work out 6 days a week for 30 minutes than to work out 3 hours on Saturday, right? It's better for your body. And it's easier to keep up with conversations if you're doing it in kind of bite-sized chunks on a daily basis. But there's nothing wrong with going over. Most of you will definitely go over on days when you're in the groove and you're feeling like it's fun. You'll do it. All right, Pat says again, I followed up with someone today and it ended up being a share for the business opportunity. Great. I showed it as a connect, but it should be a share. How do I go back and make the change? Okay, great. Let's do that. So what you can do is you can look them up. So let's say I'm going to look up Jay, right? If you go to the activity feed, you can open up the message. So let's say it's this message right here, okay? Open up that message and then click edit. And then right here, this little drop down right here, Pat, you can put business opportunity. And then when you save that, it'll be a share. Okay? I know, pretty cool. Catherine Jane says, can you use the system for multiple businesses? It's a great question. And honestly, I get this question all the time. And yes, you can definitely use it for multiple businesses. What I would recommend you do is just use the tagging system to tag people. Let's say you had 2 businesses, tag which business they belong to. Does that make sense? You may find though that there's a lot of crossover with the relationships. And so, it's just up to you to kind of keep that straight. A lot of times you will notice though that you will prioritize one business over the other and put the focus there. Joan says, do we follow up with a short amount of time at first, then increase the time amount? That's exactly the way I do it, Joan. It's not an exact science, but I would follow up right away. Like, let's say I was talking to you, Joan, and you seemed really interested, right? And I shared the business with you and you were like really interested. Maybe you wanted to talk to a spouse first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with you 1, 2, 3 days in a row because you showed me a lot of interest. And if you don't respond to those first 3, now I'm going to back it off maybe 4 or 5 days to the 4th follow-up. Okay. Maybe they're every 4 or 5 days. Maybe it starts to be weekly that I'm following up. After a couple of weeks, maybe it's more than a week. Maybe it's 10 days between my follow-ups. So that's kind of the way I did it. Was I would start putting a little bit of time between follow-ups when I was getting no response. Does that make sense? And typically what I would say is that what I've seen is that people either convert the first week or it's like 2 or 3 months down the road. Just kind of the way it works. Okay. Jana says, how do you utilize the tag? So I showed you guys how to add a tag, right? So every time you add a tag, it creates a list. You notice over here, I've got some tags. These are lists. So if I click on a list, a tag, it shows me everyone with that list. Okay. So the tags create lists and groups. So you can do lots of things with it. One example was tagging everybody that was a Facebook friend. Great. You can also tag people who are mothers, so that you can send them a note on Mother's Day. You can tag your veterans for Veterans Day. You can tag people who you've invited to a specific event. That way you can pull a list of everyone who's been invited to an event. There's a million uses for tags. Okay, so Gina, I'm gonna just direct you to our help center. See right here, it says help center. I did a full training on tagging. It's right here. See where it says organize your contacts using tags? There's a full training you can watch on tags if you want to delve deeper into that. Okay. Jennifer says, I added an app on my phone that says Teamzy. Oh, an app button. It doesn't take my username and password. Is this your app? Okay, so Jennifer, we don't have an app, but we do have a mobile website. So let me show you guys how this works. So what you do is on your phone, let's say you have an iPhone like me, you'll just do it in Safari. If you're on a Google phone, you'll do it in Chrome, okay? And what you'll do is you'll just go to app.teamzy.com, which is our website once you've logged in, app.teamzy.com. And, oh wait, I'm not sharing my phone. Let me share my phone. Share my phone with you so you can see it. Okay, so now you're looking at my phone and you can see right in the center there, right under my daughter's mouth is the Teamzy logo. And that's because I've saved the Teamzy website as a shortcut to my phone. Okay, so you click that and it takes you right to the Teamzy website. And then you can save, when you're logged in, you click that remember me button and it will keep you logged in. Now, obviously, if you go on your computer and log out, it'll be logged out on your phone, but that'll keep you logged in. Okay, so now I'm on my phone doing Teamzy. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Now, let's say I'm gonna, oh look, there's Eric Johnson. Let's say I'm gonna message myself, okay? I can get my scripts. Okay, I'll get my script. Let's see, I'll take this one, I'll copy that script, okay? And then I'll put it in here just like we did. Okay, change the name, all that, right? And then when I get it the way I want it, I'm just gonna toggle between apps, okay? So I can go over to Facebook Messenger and I can send the message just like I was doing. Like there's Jay. So we could send that message again. Okay. We could send her the message. Jay works for me. So she's used to me sending her this message all night long. We could send her that message. Then I toggle back over to Safari. It's still open on Teamzy and I can log the message there and do it. And then just toggle back and forth. Does it make sense? Most of our people are using Teamzy on their phones, but it's not an app. It's a mobile website. Okay. Tina says, is there a way to schedule more than one follow-up on a contact? There's not, Tina, not now. It's just the next follow-up. That's the way it works at this point. We're looking at maybe adding that though in the near future. Let's see. She says, when I'm on a mobile device, I can't see my follow-up notes in the power hour section, but if I can go look that person, but if I go look up that person, is that what I have to do? So on your phone, you have to open more screens because there's not as much space. But if you go to your follow-ups, Tina, there's like a little, like if you have multiples due, there's like a little number that is your notification of how many follow-ups are due today. If you click on that, it'll take you to full follow-ups list and you'll have more functionality on your phone. Okay, great. Chandria says the sale feature. How do you use this, please? Okay, let me show you this really quick. This is going to be the last one, okay, guys, because we've been on a long time, but let me just show you this really quick. Where did Teamzy go? Here it is. All right, so I'm now, let's say I'm now, we were talking to Jay, right? And I had her on my follow-ups list. And let's say she actually converts. She comes on, she makes her purchase, and how do I do it? So I look her up and I click on the sale button, okay? So now usually this gives me a couple choices. Usually it's like a distributor kit. Did she come on as a distributor? Did she make a retail sale? What? So let's say it was a retail sale. I would just click retail sale and save it. Teamzy just wants to know, did you make a sale? And on the business page, which I don't have a lot of time to go into today, we track your statistics, how many connects it takes you to get a sale, how many sales it takes to recruit a distributor. Over time, those statistics are really powerful coaching tools for you as you're building your business, okay? So that's why we record those. And then what I'll do is I will log what her product was. I'm just having fun with using other people. Let's say she bought Fat Burner, great. Now, let's say she came on as a distributor, then I would have logged that as a distributor kit sale, right? And then I'm gonna move her, either way, I'm gonna move her member type. So let's say she just came on as a retail customer, I would just click on customer. That moves her off my prospects list and lands her in the customers list. If she came on as a distributor, I would click distributor and then personally sponsored. Make sense? Cool, right? I know, so cool. My gosh. All right, I hope this was really helpful to you guys. Oh wait, I gotta give you a couple action steps. Are you guys all still here? Almost everybody's still here, great. Quick action steps and then I'll send you on your way. Here they are. First off, if you're not using Teamzy, go get your 30-day free trial. It's a no-brainer, it's free. Let your team know to get on the 30-day free trial, okay? If you're in the free trial, get your subscription set up. As soon as that thing pops up on your dashboard that says your trial is getting near its end, set up your subscription so you don't lose access, okay? We don't want you to do that when it's over. Teamzy is less than $1 a day to continue using it, to have all of this organization in your life. It's a no-brainer, 100% tax deductible as business owners too. I also recommend you get a 30-day success partner. Get somebody to do this with you. Just say, hey, look, let's do this thing together. Let's try it out. Hold each other accountable. And what I recommend you do is each day when you complete your Teamzy, you're going to create a screen. You're going to get a screenshot when it says Teamzy's done for the day and message that over to your partner every day. Okay. And that will help you guys get the most out of it. It's unbelievable when you have a partner. And then I'm going to give you a 5-day challenge. The 5-day challenge is this. Connect with 100 people over 5 days. That's an average of 20 a day. Just sending connects. They don't even have to respond. I just want you to feel the incredible momentum you can create in just 5 days of reaching out to people. Okay? Not those cheesy scripts that you've been given in the past, the ones that people hate to get, and then they never answer you again. I'm just saying connect to make their day. Just use one of these make your day connects, these nice, friendly connects, okay? And see how many amazing conversations you start. You'll never believe the lie anymore that there's nothing happening, that I can't get anything going, because you'll have felt it in just 5 days. So those are your action steps, okay, guys? Thank you so much, everybody, for spending some time with me tonight. I hope this was really helpful for you. And I just want you to know that I feel incredibly blessed to have you as part of our Teamzy family. Thank you all. God bless you. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.